now we're driving towards a small roundabout. And normally I would recommend my students to go with 15 to 20 kilometers per hour in a roundabout. But this roundabout is so small that I can't go faster than 5 to 10. So once again, before I approach the roundabout, I need to make sure that there's no traffic on the left side and on the right side. And when you see the road is clear, then I'll have to make my observation. And I'm taking the second exit. This is the point where I'll make my second observation, indicate, and exit the roundabout. Once I exit the roundabout, I'll make sure that I come rapidly up in speed. We are reaching a roundabout where you have some white markings, or what I call a barrier surface in the roundabout. And we're not allowed to drive on them. So I'll just demonstrate how we have to drive here. I'll look on the left side to see if there's any traffic. It's clear. I'll make an observation, indicate, because I'm taking the first exit. So I'll just stay on the right side, make my last observation, and exit the roundabout. So we are approaching another roundabout where we have to take the second exit. And the thing with this roundabout is that we still have some barrier surface. Now the white surface will force us to go into the middle. So I'll have to clear left, clear right, go in the middle, and just when I pass the first exit, I'll make my observations, indicate, come close to the curb, make last observation, and exit. So we are driving towards a roundabout where we have to take the third exit. In this roundabout, we still have these white surfaces that we have to go around. So I'll have to clear left, clear right, into the roundabout. I'll go straight in the middle, and I'll stay in the middle until the second exit. Then I'll start making observations, go on the right side, stop for the pedestrians, make another observation, and exit the roundabout. We are driving towards a roundabout, and we have to take the first exit. Before I approach the roundabout, I have to make my observations. Now the first place I will look is on the left side to see if there's any traffic. Once I have cleared left, then I'll look behind me to see if there are any bicyclists crossing the road. Since it's the first exit, then I can indicate right away. I have to make 2 observations before I exit the roundabout. So the next roundabout will have to go straight. Now you can always assume that the second exit will be straight. In this roundabout, third exit is straight because you have 1 exit for the parking place. So here I'll take the third exit. Once again, have to clear left, then clear right. Make my observations, enter the roundabout. And in this, we only have 1 lane, so I'll just stay in the middle of this lane. Make the observations, indicate, make a last observation, and increase the speed. I'm driving towards a roundabout that has more than 3 exits. In this roundabout, I will take the 4th exit, which is the last one. And when you're taking the last exit, then you can start indicating to the left. So I'll indicate to the left to show the rest of the traffic that I have to go the whole way around. So just before I reach the last exit that I'm not going to take, I'll make my observations, start indicating to the right, make a last observation, and exit the roundabout. Now you don't have to indicate to the left, but it's a good thing if you do it. So we're driving towards a roundabout, and this roundabout is not that difficult. We don't have any surfaces. We don't have more than 3 exits. So I'll show you guys how we have to take the first exit. The first exit is just like a right turn. So I'll start indicating to the right. I'll clear my left. See, the traffic is quite far. Once I enter, I'll make an observation, and I'll make another observation before I exit. Now in the roundabout, I drove around 15 to 20, which is a really good speed. If it's a small roundabout, then stay closer to 15, unless it's a really small roundabout. Otherwise, drive around 20. So we're driving towards a normal roundabout where we have to take the second exit. So before I can enter the roundabout, I have to clear left, clear right, proceed into the roundabout. Once I pass the first exit, I'll make my observations, indicate, make another observation, and exit the roundabout. Now in this roundabout, we have to take the third exit. Now before I enter the roundabout, I'll indicate to the left so the traffic can see that I have to go all the way around. Left side clear, right side clear, enter the roundabout and drive around 15 to 20. Proceed until the second exit, make the observation, start indicating to the right, last observation, and exit. We are driving towards the most difficult roundabout in Roskilde. In this roundabout, you have two exits, and we will take the second exit. Now, because it is a big roundabout, there's a sign on the right side. So if we read the sign carefully, it won't be difficult for us. As you can see the sign right now, I'm going for the second exit. I'll have to position myself on the left side. So I'll look for the traffic on the left side. Once the roundabout is clear, then I'll enter. But when I enter, I have to go in the second lane. And I have to stay in the second lane. That was the first exit. I'm going for the second exit. So make the observation, indicate to the right, follow the curb, exit the roundabout. We are driving towards a roundabout where you have two lanes in the same direction. We're looking on the sign and we can see if we have to take the second exit, and we can just stay in our lane. Now this roundabout have two lanes. And the drawing on the board shows me that I can stay in this lane. So that's what I'm going for. Because if you have two lanes in the same direction, then we always have to choose the right one. We can see there's a lot of traffic, so I'll have to wait patiently here. Once I see a gap, then I'll enter the roundabout. Now I'm looking at the cars. I'm looking for a car that will indicate to the left. That means he's going to exit and I can enter. None of them are exiting this. Now the roundabout is clear. I also have to clear the right side. I need to stay in the right lane because I started in the right lane, I have to finish in the right lane. Make my observations, indicate to the right, last observation, and now I have exited the roundabout. We are driving towards the most difficult roundabout in Denmark, with its traffic regulated with a light signal. It's also known as the IKEA roundabout. The first try, I'll take the first exit. When you have to take the first exit, you're not actually entering the roundabout, you're going around the roundabout. So I have to make my observations, indicate to the right, and enter where the line is punctured. So as you can see, the light signals has nothing to do with me. I'll just proceed with my speed, which is around 30. And once I exit this lane, I have to merge observation and switch lane. Now this time we're driving towards the IKEA roundabout and we have to take the second exit. Now the thing with the IKEA roundabout is that it has traffic signals. So you can see a big board that shows us how we have to position depending on which exit we have to take, and we also have the blue signs. Now I'm driving towards Copenhagen and the signs are showing me that we have two lanes in the same direction. So when we have two lanes in the same direction, I always have to choose the one that is on the right side. So normally we will look for traffic on the left side and the right side, and this time we won't do it that much because we have the signals. So when the light turns green, I'll start moving, but just to be sure, I'll just look on the left and the right to see if somebody's doing something they're not supposed to do, because that happens often in this roundabout. So I'll indicate to the right, and I'll just make a last observation and exit the roundabout. Now once I exit the roundabout, we have a merge, which I also have to look for. And now I have completed the roundabout and the merge. Now we are back on our way to the IKEA roundabout, and this time we have to take the third exit. The third exit is the most difficult part in this roundabout, and a lot of drivers don't know how to position themselves when they have to take the third exit. Now the blue signs in front of us is showing that we have to be all the way on the left side. Now, the big mistake in this roundabout is that people position themselves to drive straight, for example to Roskilde, and then they'll just follow around on the way to Ishøy. And that's where the cars will collide. And that's probably where all the accidents happen. So I have to be on the left side. Now you see the left side is stopping, so I have to make an observation and follow the car, follow the road on the right side, make my observation, indicate, and exit. Now that's how you take the third exit.